How to do everyone? Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon for me right now. For you guys, it'll probably be good night or the morning, depending on what time I upload this. But today, let's see what we got. We got the one, what do you call it? The one leg peel or the peg leg? Yeah, we are gonna get rid of that. Well, you guys, we're here at the shop. So what I meant by the one wheel peel is we're gonna get rid of the G35's open diff and throw in a G37 Sport convertible LSD diff. So pretty much the gearing on that one is a 3.9. So they say it's a good thing to throw this LSD on a G35. Mine is the non-sport edition, sadly. But pretty much the difference between a G35 Sport and a G35 base model really only came down to the bumpers, the front bumper, the front seats, paddle shifters, and an LSD diff. Other than that, the car is completely the same. So if you want to do a sport conversion on a G35 HR sedan, it's a lot easier than a G37 base model to a G37 Sport. Those are completely different, I believe. Well, not really. Actually, the G37 Sport only comes with the big brake kit, the Akabonos, and then the G35 base or G37 base has stock calipers, just the basic calipers, with the exceptions with the paddle shifters, the seats, and the LSD diff. That's pretty much it. But let me get started cleaning this diff up right here, and we're gonna do like a little how-to video on this one. So for the first part, whenever you get your hands on an LSD diff, you want to make sure, the first thing you want to make sure with your stock diff and this LSD diff is you want to count the teeth for the ABS sensors. If this is completely off, I think this is 46, it should be 46, and then there's 48 teeth, 46 and 48. So you want to make sure you have the correct size, the correct teeth or tooth ratio on your car and this new diff. If not, you're gonna have problems with your ABS, and yeah, it's gonna throw it off completely. If you have the option to look for them, if you have a bunch of diffs sitting around and you have the choice of counting the teeth and looking for them, then just make sure you get the right one. If you don't, it's gonna cause a bigger pain in your butt. For this one, it's just gonna be a swap. I'm gonna leave the same subframe bushing. That one's not that bad on my car. So the only thing I will change are these, because I have a set of these that I took off from my 350Z. I totally forgot to take off the bushing, the main bushing. So I'm just gonna slap on the other ones, just so you know, has some polyurethane bushings at least. And then we might add a brace, but that's not gonna be for today. So let's get this diff cleaned up, add some oil, and then count the teeth on the G35. Just make sure we have the right one. Another thing you want to keep in mind is the 3-bolt flange is for an automatic. The 4-bolt flange is for a manual diff or a manual transmission. So got ourselves the automatic. I'm not saying you can't use this one on a manual. You could just change the flange and just cut the rest of the pinion. But just to avoid all these issues, there's a lot of them on Facebook Market, OfferUp, and at your local junkyards. You just have to go look for them and take them off. So just do yourself a favor, just find yourself exactly the one that you need. You'll be good. So pretty much first step, basic, take off your exhaust. If you have the stock exhaust, I suggest taking it off from the white pipe all the way to the back. It gives you more space because you got to take off these heat shields, sway bar, and that's pretty much it, axles. But let's get to it. All right, you guys, so once you guys have the axles off, you want to go onto the drive shaft, take that out. You want to make sure you loosen that, you break that first, because you only have about probably like 2 to 3 inches of space to get in there, which is enough. If you have a braking bar, break that bolt, should come off with your fingers out the rest of the slack. And want to make sure you take off those ABS sensors up there. You want to use the same ones that your car had, unless you have an issue with those, you can switch them out right now. But if they don't have an issue, just take them off. You can put them on the other diff cover, so don't worry about that. So once that's pretty much done, sway bars out of the way, and it's pretty much time to bring in the jack and lower this diff. Well, we have the open diff off. Something I forgot to mention and left out that is very important. You're gonna want to take out this, since this is a 2-piece drive shaft, you're gonna want to lower the middle section of it, just so that way this diff can come out, because this little spindle sticks out. So you're gonna want to take that off, at least the middle portion of the drive shaft, just so it can slide off. If not, you're gonna have a really hard time. So like I mentioned, we're gonna go ahead and take off these diff bushings right here, the ones from the top, or from the top. I gotta flip it over, smack them out, with this hammer and put on those white line diff bushings. Once these are hammered out, white line diff bushings, obviously it's not the full set. These are some used ones that I had, just want to put them on just for right now. Thick part goes on the top, little thin part goes on the bottom, and that's pretty much it. It already has oil, so I'm not worried about that. It's just for the daily. I don't really care as long as I have a diff, LSD diff. So let's get this diff on the G, guys. Once you have everything set up, axles, drive shaft, sway bar, diff bolts, and exhaust, I think we can call it a day. Lower this bad boy. On to the fun part. Let's go test this LSD out. All right, guys, let's test it out. Let's see if we still have the one wheel peel, or if this LSD is gonna put in some work. I wish I had some outside shots, but it's just me right now. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Not bad. What's it called? Traction control came on, so we'll give it one more shot without the traction control. Let's get ready. Right here, back around. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Oh, hell yeah. All right, guys, so check this out. So with the G35 base model and G35 Sport, and we're talking about the sedan, the one that comes with the HR. So like I've been telling you guys throughout the video, there's not much of a difference between both of them other than the badge, the bumper, front seats, paddle shifters, LSD diff, and if anything, the wheels. For the most part, the G35 sedan didn't come with the big brake kit like the G37 Sport did. So you have those big differences between the G35 and G37. But since this is only for the G35, there's not much of a difference. So you guys can actually, if you really wanted to, you can just buy a base model and just buy these little things. Maybe more important things that I see are probably just paddle shifters and LSD diff. Other than that, you don't need the fancier seats. You don't need the sport bumper. I mean, it does look nice compared to the stock or base model G35 bumper. It does look nice, but I mean, that's just an aesthetic look. You can probably get a better aftermarket one and get away with it, or if you don't like the G35 sedan front end, you can do a G37 sedan front end. Those look a lot more aggressive with the G37 Sport bumper, and that's pretty much it. You'll just have to worry about the other little things. So back on topic with the G35 sedan, that's pretty much it to make it a sport sedan. I do plan on getting an Akebono. That was weird. I do plan on getting an Akebono big brake kit for the G35, only because I like the big brake kit, and who doesn't like a big brake kit on a G35 sedan? I do have some certain wheels that I do want to get for this car. Nothing crazy, just some. Pretty much what I want to do with the car is just make it OEM plus and sell it. I do have the VHR upper and lower manifold conversion that I want to do for it. I do have the test pipes for it. I was going to do long tube headers, but I'm going to wait and just do test pipes for it. If I can get my hands on some art pipes, I'll probably slap those on, because I don't want it to be so raspy. Don't want it to be too loud, just nice and subtle, so when I get on it, you can hear it, and that's pretty much it. I do have the E85 kit, but I'm going to hold off on it up until we get the 370Z back on the road. If you guys haven't seen the last upload, go and watch it. It's a heartbreak. I still haven't taken apart the motor yet, so not until I take apart the motor we will find out what's going on with it. But again, you guys, that's gonna be it for the LSD diff, or a small how-to. If you guys really want to get into detail, there's many videos on YouTube on how to change the diff on a G35, 350Z, 370Z, G37, anything with the VQ platform. It's all on YouTube, so I didn't find it necessary for me to upload a how-to, very detailed, and you know, it's just a waste of time. There's many videos that you guys can go watch. I just want to show you guys what I did to it. It's pretty easy. You guys can do it at home. I just happen to have a shop that I can work freely, but you guys can do it at home, garage. You guys can honestly do it in the street. It's not that hard. But I mean, yeah, just a matter of time and patience if you have it, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys, again, haven't seen the last video, go see it, like, comment, and subscribe on it. We are 50 followers away from hitting 1K on Instagram, so don't forget to go follow it. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway at 1K followers on Instagram. It's gonna be official_Zilla33. Don't forget to check it out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.